Hey YouTube, this is Prometheus, guys, giving you more than the meta. I just want to show you basically a stretch scheme that I've been using online, using a combination of RPO stretch, basically a halfback dive type play, and a halfback stretch out of the single back gun doubles Y off close formation. This is going to be something that you can access in an ebook program that I've actually written. Basically, it's an ebook that I wrote. I've actually gotten some feedback from some of my patrons, so there's some additional information I've got to have to add to this. But basically, the way I show you with this particular ebook is I show you how I run my formations, how I read the coverages pre-snap, how I set everything up, and I try to do breakdowns with pictures and images and stuff like that, and how I go ahead and look at type of coverages. So I wanted to share this with you. Want to go ahead and give a shout out to the following people that recently made some comments on some videos. I do want to point out, Mamba, do you put defense on match and coaching adjustments? Now with the patch, yes, I'm going to be running a lot of match coverages, but I want to really want to isolate someone that actually made some comments was Game Exec FTA. So guys, I'm trying to go ahead and try to grow my channel just so I can produce more videos for you. But I've been stuck under 10,000 subscribers for the longest time, and I know like a good 60% of you guys that watch the video aren't subscribers. If you can, just subscribe if you guys watch my videos on a regular basis. If not, please type in FTA. It doesn't. I don't need a comment or a like or anything like this. Just put some type of a comment. It could be like, you suck, Prometheus, you're terrible, whatever. Just put a comment down below. It'll help me go ahead and get my channel some exposure. So guys, I want to go ahead and jump on to this video. I want to show you, I'm gonna have some past plays and stuff like that, but I want to show you basically how I run this video or run this scheme. I typically come out in a base play, which essentially is going to be either it's going to be the dive play, or it's going to be basically a stretch RPO play. But now, and the audible that I carry is going to be a standard stretch. And then what I'll do is I'll jump into some of my passing plays. So I'm going to come back to this and probably show you how I run this passing play, but I want to focus more on the run scheme with this. So if you take a look at this, you got basically two high safety shell. So in other words, they're most likely not playing fits unless he's doing some type of a robber coverage. But for the most part, you can't expect that. You can see these guys are pressed down, so I'm reading this as man coverages. He rotates his defenders right here and pulls his guys up. So let's see if I jump into the stretch play. So this is what I like to do with the stretch play. Now, the stretch play, I can flip it to the backside. These guys are locked up, and what's going to happen is they're going to go ahead and follow the defenders and not bite on, follow the wide receivers and not bite on the run at all. If I can get this guy out hooked onto this outside defender, if he gets leverage to the outside of the defender, I should be able to go ahead and take my running back and just cut it up. So let's just go ahead and see if we'll watch this play in action. See how this guy actually, this guy kind of hooks, and then I'm still going to the outside. And look what's going on with these guys right here. They're getting pulled up, and all I have to do is beat this guy right here. So that's what's great about having like a really good running back. He's going to get good angles against defenders, and I'm able to go and pick up a first down. So that stretch play is something I'm probably going to highlight. A backside flip stretch play, if you read it correctly, you can actually get some pretty easy yards on a consistent basis and really force your opponent to actually over pursue the run. So here's a standard RPO stretch. Sometimes I quick snap it. Other times I'll basically motion the guy out. This guy actually kind of works like this, or he'll come down and crack. If I take the tight end and motion him out, he'll come up to the next level and take that away, and this guy will always crack down and block on the crack. So the problem with this RPO stretch is that I can only go this way. So, and really I haven't been able to see any kind of cutback lanes with this. This is really just kind of like forcing me to go to the outside. So that's why I put the stretch on the wide side of the field. I didn't like the look of this, so I just jumped into, I think it's just a standard stretch, or did I get out of this completely? Go into standard stretch because of the way he has his front. And my guy just completely whiffed on his block, and the defender came down and actually got me. So that's basically how we're doing this. Now, second and 10 situation, I have my own little personal tendencies. I'm going to go ahead and pass the ball. So I'm going to go ahead and run one of my pass plays, which essentially is going to whip dig concept. And typically what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to the whip, then the dig, and then the out on the outside. Whip gets separation. I'm able to go and pick up a good 20 yards right there. So that's how I run that particular play. And I like to use it against man coverages. So now he motions, or actually rolls his coverage. He's got a too high safety shell, but this is basically a 3-3 front. And because of that, this could essentially be a cover 4 type shell. Because there's a show 2. It looks like it is a 2 zone, but really sometimes it's a cover 4. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and run the ball in this first down situation to see if he actually uses this before I start setting up passing schemes against an opponent. So that's what I like to do if he's showing me the 3-3 front. I'm motioning this guy out with the anticipation that he's going to cut block and he's going to come out and take out one of these defenders, and I might get some help on this side. So this is what I do with this particular play. You can see it is, I probably could have thrown that screen player, but I'd never throw that. And this guy's going to come up and take out this guy right here. So let's go ahead and watch this play in action. Boom, hits it, and then I actually get 9 yards on that carry right there, and he's having a hard time. Right here, I just quick snap the play. He gets a really good block shed. Right here, this guy comes off. I'm probably hitting the turbo, so that's why the blocking isn't there. But you could see that was wide open. That should have been a touchdown. I had the leverage. I've got the speed. I've got the running back. He gets a critical block shed in that type of situation. So 3rd and 1 situation. I think what I did is I got away from the run. Because the previous play I had a block shed where it should have been a big play. So I go ahead and jump into this passing play. And I use this passing play, all the time against man coverages and stuff like that. You can see Cooper actually goes ahead and gets a tackle or gets a reception. Missed tackle right there, and I get another first down. So back at it again with the run. I'm going to motion this guy out with the anticipation he's going to go up to the next level. This guy should come down a crack block, and I should probably have maybe a double team here or a double team here. So that's how I run this particular play. I want to force this user to take this out. He does come out to the outside. I'm going to go ahead and motion. Look how he whiffs past me. He goes too far. I'm able to go ahead and cut it back and pick up a good 8 yards on that gainer. So that's the whole goal of this offensive scheme, is just to run against your opponent and keep them guessing. Back at it again. I'm just going to do a halfback slam, which is a dive play. You can see I'm able to go and pick up a few yards on that, and that's just keeping them guessing. He actually jumps into Tampa 2. And you're going to see later on how one of his defenders actually comes off of Tampa 2 and just kind of blows me up. And this is the play right here. So he pulls his defender out to try to over pursue the wide side of the field. So this is why I have the stretch in my backyard, or my back pocket. I'm going to have a stretch play. I'm going to flip it this way with the anticipation this guy's going to come out and block him. He's going to hook right here and block. And these guys are going to get pulled off the line of scrimmage. So I flip it, but what he's doing is he's running a cover 2 shell. These guys come in pursuing, and then all of a sudden defensive back comes in, shoots past my wide receiver, and tackles me in the backfield. Luckily for me, I'm able to go ahead and break that tackle and pick up a couple yards because of Chubb. But he dialed up the right defense for what I was looking to do, and actually I got away with one right there with the Tampa 2. So, but that's fine. If he keeps running the Tampa 2, I've got obviously Tampa 2 beaters that I can use against him and get touchdowns and stuff like that in a passing scheme. So a 2nd and 5 situation, I think I go ahead and try to switch things up a little bit. Once again, going back to the whip dig concept. Man coverage, leverage on the inside. This actually leverages on the outside, so I'm going to go hit the dig above it, and then I make progressions on the far side of the field. So back at it again with the running game. I just decided, I think it just I just go ahead and jump into a fast stretch play. I just wanted to jump into that and just do the outside run. RPO is a little bit glitchy, so that's why I chose to do the RPO. Inside run right here, nice little off tackle, break a couple tackles right here. So that's why you want to blend in that inside run. You want to keep your opponent honest with that. and then back to the RPO. Let's see if I go ahead and get quick snap it, and I get really monster blocking. The safety does not come down and play that. I'm able to go up 14-0 against my opponent. So it is fourth down, or fourth, basically a fourth and situation. I'm trying to go ahead and just milk the clock out against this guy. So I can settle for 3 points in this type of situation because I'm really close to field goal range. So all I want to do is just chew the clock down and go up by 2 possessions and basically, you know, win this game against this opponent. So back at it again right here. You know, one of the things with a double A gap, what I found is inside zones work very well for double A gaps. I think what I did is I decided to go ahead and just run a pass play against him. This is where I do the whip. So my progressions are actually from left to right this time, just because that whip route by the slot receiver is really deadly. He jumps in the zone, and the way that play is designed, it pretty much beats every type of coverage in the game. Just got to make very fast progressions. So back at it again. Actually, see how he pulls this defender down. He's got this guy. He pulls him down. These guys are lined up perfectly against him. So what a stretch play should pull these guys up. And my hope is that this guy's going to hook. And these guys are going to carry, and I'm going to go ahead and take this to the outside. If the defenders actually over pursue, if the defenders actually set the edge, what I'll do is I'll take the running back and just run it up that way. So I think that's what actually transpires with this. Look how these guys I've got 3 defenders coming out to the outside like that, and basically I cut it up, broken tackle, and pick up 4 yards on that. So that's basically how you're going to run the play, is that if he over pursues the outside or protects the outside, you're just going to go ahead and cut it back up on the inside. And that's how a stretch works. It's really simple with the stretch. So right here, what I do is I motion this guy out once again. He's supposed to come down and block. He should go up to the next level. I've got to go wide. His defender is completely out of position. Let's see what he does. He tries to overcut it, and I'm able to go ahead and pick up, you know, a few yards right there. So that's pretty much the goal of the game, is just to keep grinding it out. 3rd-and-3 situation, typically I like the passing type of situations. I don't want to deal with any kind of nuances of block shedding. He's showing me a lot of man coverage. I think he has to manually take away that running back. Defender's out of position. He's on the other side of the field because he does do a man blitz, and as a result, I'm able to go ahead and pick up a first down by just using the simple table route with the running back. So back at it again. Nice little inside run. I'm taking all this guy's timeouts. I'm just chewing the clock down against them, and then this type of situation, just keep chewing the clock down. Another RPO zone right here, and I think I just snapped the play. I'm complacent to just get my 3 points and win the game, but I'll take the touchdown too. So once again, guys, thanks for your support. I actually got a rage quit against this guy. If you do like these type of tips and strategies, go ahead and make a comment down below for the FTA. I really appreciate it. Until next time.